Quick note. I can't write in any one creator's exact voice, but here's a story-led, approachable, practical script inspired by that upbeat educator vibe. I learned leadership the hard way, by getting it wrong first. A few years ago, I kicked off a project with a big speech about high standards. Then I sprinted ahead and answered my own questions. Classic. I shipped a version no one felt part of. On launch day, the room was quiet. Not because people were impressed, but because they were disconnected. That day, I changed my rule. If I want buy-in at the end, I need buy-in at the beginning. Since then, I've led with a simple mantra. Show the work, share the stage, ship together. Here's how I inspire and collaborate. Practically. First, I lead with a teachable moment, not a title. Titles can demand compliance. Stories invite commitment. When I kick off anything big, I start with a small, honest story. What I misunderstood last time, what surprised me, what I'm trying to learn now. People don't follow perfection. They follow progress they can see. Second, I model the behavior I expect, visibly. If I ask for candor, I go first with my own rough draft. If I say time-boxed meetings, I show up with a timer and end 5 minutes early. If I want people to own outcomes, I stop rescuing them from decisions and start coaching them through trade-offs. Third, I make expectations explicit. I use a one-page team working agreement. It covers 4 things: how we communicate, async first, signal urgency clearly; how we decide, disagree and commit after one strong debate; how we escalate, raise risks early, not perfectly; how we rest, protect deep work and real time off. When we write it down, we stop arguing about norms and start arguing about ideas. Fourth, I keep the mission small enough to care about and big enough to fight for. I call it the 2-sentence story. Sentence 1, the human problem we're solving. Sentence 2, the bet we're making to solve it. If I can't say both without slides, I'm not ready. Clarity is fuel. Now, collaboration. I avoid committee soup by shaping 3 roles on every project. Owner, 1 clear decision maker. Brain trust, 3 to 5 people with permission to challenge. Audience, everyone else who needs visibility. When everyone's a decision maker, no one is. I also run 2 rituals that changed everything. Ritual 1, the draft review. In week 1, we share a deliberately ugly draft. The rule is critique the work, not the worker. We ask 3 questions. What should we cut? What should we amplify? What's missing that would make this 10x better? Ugly drafts make honest feedback safe. Ritual 2, the red team. Before we ship, one person owns the job of trying to break our plan, not to be clever, but to keep us from being surprised. When someone is empowered to find weaknesses, the team feels protected, not attacked. On inspiration, I don't try to be a motivational speaker. I try to be a momentum maker. Motivation is a spark. Momentum is a habit. 3 habits create momentum fast. The daily stand down at the end of the day. 90 seconds to note what moved the needle and what's blocked. The 30-minute office hours, predictable time where anyone can drop in, no agenda. The shout out, call out 1 quiet win in public every single week. People repeat what gets recognized. Let me share 2 quick stories. Story 1, the silent strategist. I had a teammate who rarely spoke in meetings. I assumed they were disengaged. One day I asked, how do you prefer to contribute?
They said, give me context early and time to think. I'll write you the best plan you've seen.
I started sending briefs 24 hours ahead and invited written feedback first. The next Monday, they dropped a plan that unlocked the entire project. Not every voice needs a microphone. Some voices need a margin. Story 2, the missed milestone. We slipped a deadline by 2 weeks because I changed scope mid-flight. In the retro, I owned it. Specifically, I added X and Y without resetting resources. That's on me. Then I asked the team to write the anti-scope creep checklist we'd follow next time. The trust didn't come from the apology. It came from the process we built together afterward. Here are my go-to tools you can steal today. 1 on.